Archives with him dip on every platform. Go and get it now.
What's your name first, you know? Girl, Irie still, man. I represent for Bad Entertainment. Fully rev going on. No breaks. So, move. Yeah, man, you don't know it's a girl Shabby, aka the Island Girl, representing for Bad Entertainment. Yeah, man, wanna pick up on the stuff anytime. Yeah, Shabby says so.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Julius Garvey.
Thank you. It's indeed a pleasure and an honor for me to spend some time here with you. As you know, we spent time in Kingston yesterday celebrating my father's birthday. And it's appropriate, therefore, that I come here with you to continue that celebration today. I heard some of what was going on before, and of course I understand that you're influenced by the teachings of Marcus Mosiah Garvey. I want to say that I have been influenced by the teachings of Marcus Mosiah Garvey, and I have been fortunate in that I was able to imbibe these teachings from a very early age. As a matter of fact, from as early as I can remember. So while it's obvious that I'm a DNA descendant of Marcus Garvey, what may not be so evident is that I'm an ideological descendant of Marcus Garvey, having learned about him from the earliest time of my life, from my mother and from his own mouth in that sense, although he did die when I was very young. But my mother was a Garveyite in her own right. I see that. And big up the woman, right? There's one beautiful woman right there. Big up the woman. Yes. No, my mother was inspirational, and I can almost say everything, that I've been able to, not so much achieve, but in terms of my character, I owe to the direction of my mother. Because while my father may have given me the philosophy and the ideology, my mother gave me the discipline, because she allowed me to apply it. And when I veered from the straight and narrow, she said, boy, you have to live up to the Garvey name. So both myself and my brother have had to live up to the Garvey name. So that was a high bar. And I think we have done reasonably well. My brother has passed now, it was over 2 years ago. He did reasonably well, and I think I've done reasonably well. And I think Jamaicans will do even better if they're able to imbibe the philosophy and the teachings of Marcus Mosiah Garvey. I'm proud to say that, after a lot of time and a lot of effort, because we have been involved all the way back to Education, Minister Thwaites, etc., trying to get the teachings of Marcus Garvey in the schools. I'm proud to say that this is now happening. And it is happening, under the direction, shall we say, and commitment of a very strong Garveyite, And I'll just say a little bit of the history of this Garveyite, and then I'll tell you his name, etc. But his father was the head of the UNIA in Jamaica when I was growing up. And we were living at 12 Mona Road, and they used to have meetings there. My mother had meetings there with him, and he had children later on, which I didn't know about, but both in terms of how I grew up learning about Garvey, and how he grew up learning about Garvey from his father, who was head of the UNIA. His father's name was White, and his name is Brother Ephraim White, and in some sense he's my brother from another mother, but we're from the same father in a sense, because we have been taught Garveyism almost from birth. Brother Ephraim White, where are you? You're spearheading Marcus Garvey in schools. Let's hear it for Brother Ephraim White. And just as now we're getting to that stage of teaching Marcus Garvey in schools, we have to promulgate the teachings of Marcus Garvey, not only island-wide, but actually worldwide. Because Marcus Garvey is the most important Jamaican, I feel, who has ever lived. Now, he obviously stood on the shoulders of other Jamaicans. He's not independent by himself. He stood on the shoulders of the Jamaicans. You know, the Paul Bogans, the Sam Shaw, the George William Gordon, the Manning. That is our history, a history of struggle and a history of triumph. Yesterday, I was at the KSAMC, I guess Municipal Council. And, you know, my father, when he came back to Jamaica in 1927, he subsequently formed the People's Political Party. And they ran for the City Council, and he won a seat as well as, I think, 2 other members of the People's Political Party. So he was a member from 1929, he was a member again re-elected in 1931. But at that particular time, the people who were involved in the City Council, in the Municipal Council, were the plantocracy. And they tried to get rid of Marcus Garvey. And then yesterday, when I sat there, and they're renaming the room where they deliberate, they're renaming it in the honor of Marcus Garvey. And I sat there and I looked at the people who were sitting there just like you. And every one of them looked like me. There were no representatives of the plantocracy. So you understand where I'm getting at? What Marcus Garvey had to do to represent us was an upward struggle. Now we have reached a point where our future is in our own hands. Okay? We have no excuses. Everybody there look like me. Everybody there look like you. So what is holding us back? Can anything hold us back? Nothing can hold us back if we come together. That's right, unity, brethren. That's one of the things my father taught us. Unity. And it's not just unity in Kingston, not just unity in St. Andrews, not just unity in Jamaica, but we're a global people.
All right, Dr. Garvey.
It's unity. I'm sorry?
Dr. Garvey asking you to wrap up. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I thought you wanted me to make a thing.
Yeah,
all right, but what I'm saying to you here today is that it's our responsibility for the government that we have. No finger pointing, because you are the one that is voting. You are the one that are putting representatives into government. And the people in government look like you, so you have to hold their feet to the fire, you have to call them to the task. And the task is to build a better Jamaica. We can only do it by working together. And we can only do it by following the example of Marcus Garvey. One God, one aim, one destiny, one love.
Dr. Julius Garvey. Thank you very much, sir. Good to have you. Respect.